What is the toughest note or criticism you've ever been given by a director?
Oh, oh, um,
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Mr. Oldman, an honor to see you again, sir. How are you?
very good. We've seen each other over the course of time.
I know, and you never call, you never write. I
I've
always think
been busy with this thing called slow horses.
I know. Well, you know what? You keep giving us these sort of performances, so it's worth the sacrifice. I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to tell you, over the course of multiple seasons, I love how much of a ball buster, how much of a just a hilariously tough boss that Jackson Lamb is with his agents. I'm sort of curious, in your career, what is the toughest note or criticism you've ever been given by a director?
Oh, oh. Well, I've been given back in the day when I was doing theatre. I worked with a very cruel man. I won't name him, but he was a terrible bully, um, and he probably couldn't do it. He probably wouldn't be able to get away with it now. But that was a long time ago, in the early 80s. Um, Oliver Stone's a bit of a ball breaker. Yeah, he could be quite tough. Yeah, I mean, he's there for the work. I mean, he wants the work good. It's not like he's not just doing it for the sake of doing it. But he can ride you and be quite tough. Um, uh, I mean, Jackson. I mean, he gives you the impression that he doesn't really care in a way, and probably cares more than most, and is incredibly loyal to the team, even though he gives them a hard time. Um, in season three, uh, I mean, Catherine is just kidnapped, and he makes every effort to uh, get her released. It's not. Um, so he's very loyal to them in his own very strange, acerbic, peculiar.
But it's such a layered performance, which I think is what I love about it. Because like you're right, it's what's on the surface, but it's also what's going on below the surface. This is a strange way to start the question, but I promise it does tie back to the show. This year is the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and obviously you were able to play Sirius over multiple films and multiple years. I'm just sort of curious, what is the difference between playing a role multiple times in a film over time versus playing a role multiple times over the course of a TV series?
Well, I think with this one, we wanted to make sure that, like, we've just finished filming season 5. 4 comes out, I think, in late September, October, whenever it comes out. You won't have to wait very long for number 5. With the Potter, there were longer periods of time.
Mhm.
I mean, many of us went off and did many other things, and then we would revisit and come back. And again with Batman, um, Batman 1, Batman 2 followed somewhat hard upon each other, and then there was a big gap. Life goes on, you do other things, you forget about it, and then they call and say, "Oh, we're doing Batman 3." With Jackson and with this company and crew, we have in a way become a family. So it's the same camera operator, the same sound mixer, the same, pretty much, Danny Cohen as the DP, Lucy Sibic, my makeup lady, costume, all the way through. And credit to the show, I think people keep coming back.
Hmm.
And of course, the actors are just, I mean, you couldn't wish to work with a nicer group of people. So in that respect, it is different only because we've tried to just keep this train on the tracks rather than, I mean, I loved, I'm sure you did. I loved Severance.
It's a masterpiece of a show. Ben Stiller directed the hell out of that.
Where is it? You know, and so we try and keep you. If you like the show, you're not going to have to wait very long to see the next season.
Which I appreciate, and I also always appreciate your time, sir. You know, I'm basically talking to you from Gotham City, so that's always a.
Let me ask you: is that a real view outside the window?
Yes, sir. This is my apartment. this is.
Look at that! Wow.
You're welcome anytime, sir.
Okay, that's quite a view.
I never get sick of it. And I never get sick of talking with you, sir. Thank you for being one of my favorite actors, but also one of the nicest guys. I really do appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.